Good morning, everybody. My name is Christopher Melton, and I am the Operations Director here at Mossy Honda Lemon Grove. We're going to continue our series of videos to give you information on how to take care of, maintain your Honda, and what to do in the event of you run out of gas or if you have a flat tire. So the first thing is, if you were to have an event to where you ran out of gas, had a flat tire, say you were to have a malfunction with your vehicle, the check engine light, anything was to come on, what I would recommend you do first is you call Honda roadside assistance. Every Honda comes with roadside assistance for the first 3 years or 36,000 miles of the vehicle. And that number you can find here on the driver's window. So it's right on the driver's window of your new Honda. The roadside assistance number. For reference, that number is 866-864-5211. In the event that roadside assistance is not available, or you're in a location without cell service, or you have a good Samaritan pull up and say, hey, I'm going to help you out, even better, I'll walk you through the steps on what to do. So first, if you were to ever run out of gasoline on the vehicle, all you have to do is open your fuel cap. Because we have this new capless fuel system, you'll need a little adapter to stick in there for when you put gasoline in from the gas can. In your toolkit, in the back, you'll see this little funnel. This little funnel is going to be key so you don't get all that fuel splashing back on you when you try to fill it with gasoline. All you have to do is take this, stick it all the way in to where it seats, and then you can go ahead and you can fill it up with gasoline. So the next thing would be is if you do get a flat tire and you want to change that yourself, or if you have a good Samaritan stop to help you, or if you call a friend or family member and they come to assist you, the good thing is all of the tools necessary to change that tire are actually in your trunk of your vehicle. So all you do is you lift the flap here. The nice thing about this flap is whenever you get a flat tire, if you've had a flat tire, I've had flat tires, they always happen at the most inopportune time. So in the case that you don't want to get dirty because you don't want to be sitting on the ground on the road next to your vehicle, unclip this cover, you pull that out, and you can set it next to your little work area. Helps to keep you nice and clean. The next thing we'll do is we'll get our jack, we'll get our lug wrench, and then we'll get this little handy dandy tool, and I'll show you how to use this here in just a moment. So I'm going to set up my tools after. Let me go back. One of the most important things is when you do have a flat tire, you have an emergent situation, please pull off the road as far as possible so that way you're out of harm's way with other oncoming traffic. And then there'll be a little tab in here which is going to hold the spare tire in, and it sometimes can be a little challenging to get that out, but you just unscrew it. Now the reason why this is screwed in so good is because we don't want it rattling around. Put that off to the side. We'll grab our spare tire. You are going to loosen your lug nuts. The one thing I recommend doing is doing that when the tire is still on the ground. It'll make it a lot easier for you to loosen those lug nuts. And then what we do is we just loosen those all up. Don't take them all the way off, just leave them loose. Get them loosened. You can loosen that by hand. Just do a quick loose so that way they're done. And then what we'll do is then I take my jack. I'm going to locate underneath the vehicle the jack mount. And then what you'll do is this little area here will go into the jack mount. And I'll get that started going up. That'll get that started. Then we'll take this little guy, and this makes life a little bit easier for you. You loop this in, and then as you do that, that's going to actually jack the car up for you. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to get the car jacked up. It does take a little bit, so you just got to have a little bit of patience. Pull that off, set that to the side. Line that back up. Then once we get all those lug nuts on there, I like to make sure they're finger tight. Give them a little turn. You want to do this in a cross pattern. You want to skip every other lug nut. Get them at least hand snug there. That way they're on good. Now this spare is a temporary spare. It's only for temporary use. They don't want you to exceed 50 miles an hour, and it's only for a short time to get you to your next destination until you can get a tire. So then what we'll do is then we'll bring this down and get this to a position where we're going to pull the jack out. Notice the jack gets loose enough. You can just unscrew that enough where you can get it out. And then what I always tell everybody, and what I do myself is we want to get these things on your tight because you don't want them loose. You don't have a torque wrench. As I'm a 210-pound guy, I'm going to give it just enough to get us some torque on there. So that way we don't have to worry about those lug nuts coming off of us on the freeway. Get that all secure. You do all 5 again, doing the cross motion. Skipping every other lug nut. And then we're tight. Then what we can do is take our flat tire, put that into the trunk. You'll notice it's a little bit higher than that temporary spare. And then what I do is just kind of put everything in there until I get to my next destination. Again, my name is Christopher Melton, Operations Director, Mossy Honda Lemon Grove. I appreciate your time. If you ever have any questions, need anything, come on down and see us. We look forward to seeing you soon.